Well, thanks, David, and thanks also to Erin for being here today. She's been a real champion of this issue. She's used her own experiences, I think, to be a great advocate on this very important cause. Kids growing up today, frankly, have it a lot harder than we did, my generation. Every generation it's different. And the biggest change between when my generation grew up and these young girls are growing up today, it's hard to go past the impact of the digital world and digital media and social media and the impact that has had on our society for better and for worse. And this is such a high priority for us. It's a high priority because we care about the mental health of our kids. We care about the quality of our society and the way that people deal with each other in a kind way to ensure that we can make our country stronger. And for our country to be stronger, all Australians have got to be stronger, and that means particularly their own mental health. And that's why I'm very pleased with the work that David Coleman has done. Has a great plan for his local community here in Banks, which he's always performed so strongly on. But equally, as both a parent and as an experienced minister, he's applied his skills and talents working with Paul Fletcher and so many others to ensure that we've been taking some very serious action on these issues regarding social media. There's always lots of issues that we need to address as a government, but I struggle to tell you an issue that is probably more important than families today. As we go into this Christmas break and families come together, I have no doubt this will be one of the things they talk about. As parents sit quietly with their siblings and aunts and uncles come together and grandparents and others, I can tell you when you talk about your kids growing up in today's world, this is one of the things that concerns you most, and I can tell you it concerns me greatly, and the impact it has on the mental health of our young people in particular, and particularly on young women. Not just young girls, but young women as well, and women, frankly, of all ages, who are so often the target of the abuse that occurs online. So this is a very important issue for us, and we're going to keep taking action. And I really want to thank you, Erin, for the work you've done to raise awareness of this issue. You've been very brave, like so many women have been brave, and speaking to the young women here today, young girls here today, and to hear about what they do to try and keep themselves safe, looking after each other. But it was also great to hear their confidence in themselves and who they are, and not allowing others to bully them, and having confidence in their own futures and how they see themselves. That was tremendous to see. It was really encouraging. So, you know, Australians are strong, but that doesn't mean we don't have to do everything we must to keep Australians safe. We're a strong, resilient people, but our government is taking actions to keep Australians safe, and that importantly means online, so it can be a safe place for all Australians. I'm going to ask Erin to say a couple of words on those issues. As you know, we've got the new laws coming in next year. Lucy Wicks is leading a conversation with Australians right across the country over the summer break, and so she can come back and tell us what additional needs to be done in the draft legislation that we've put out. So I'm really keen to hear from Australians and talking to Lucy over the course of the summer break so we can make these laws as strong as we possibly can to keep Australians safe online. Then I'll say a couple of other issues about Beijing Olympics and these things, and then we can take questions.